to be going over my top favorite moves to do postpartum in order to really help your abs heal after baby. And these are moves that you can do right away as soon as you feel comfortable when you come home from the hospital. They're very low impact, just basically physical therapy moves and healing moves that are going to encourage your abs to come back together rather than making them do it all on their own. You can do some exercises that help really kind of pull things in here. So I'm going to go over, these are the most important exercises that you can do. It is so important. I did not do these with my first one, and I wish I would have, because I did end up with a small umbilical hernia, which is where your intestines actually come through between your abs a little bit because they were so stretched. And that gets weak, and I wish I would have done more ab work right away after I had my first baby, so that way I could have tried to repair that a little bit faster. So let's get into our best moves for postpartum. Get those abs back after baby, because it can happen. Okay, so your first move that is so important, you can do it anytime, in the shower. It is very, very helpful to pulling those abs back in, and that's just actually called vacuum breaths. So breathing and ab work go together hand in hand. I kind of go over this more in my program, but as you exhale, that's when you can contract your abs. If you keep that in mind, then you don't have to worry too much about anything more in depth. But just remember, on the exhale is when you can pull your abs in, because you need that air out to make room for your abs to come together. The vacuum breath. So you just kind of stand normal. You're going to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you kind of want to push that air out, pull all these abs in, and you're going to feel it kind of more in your upper abs. Now this is where there was actually a lot of separation. It's going to be kind of in that top poochie part, not necessarily down below where your uterus is, but your abs are up here. A lot of people get confused between the super low and then right in that center. So you're going to inhale, you pull and hold, 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 pull that in right there. I will, let's see if I can show you even a little bit closer here of what that might look like. So if you kind of relax, it's going to kind of pooch out a little bit. You're going to inhale, exhale, and you can see those abs come back in. Now, if there's a little bit of pooch here, that could just be a little extra skin, a little extra fat, if you're just depending on what you have there. But you should really feel those abs pulling in here and be able to hold it for a while. And then you can inhale and exhale back in. Do at least 10 to 20 of these in the shower in the morning, while you're just kind of standing in between things. You can even do it while wearing the baby if you need to. So that is your first and probably one of the most important moves, because you are standing while you're doing it. That is a very functional position. Some of the other moves that we're going to be doing are going to be lying on your back, which is less functional, but it also takes a lot of weight off of the rest of your body, so you can really focus on your abs. But doing moves while standing is going to be super helpful. Okay, I'm going to get into the next move. So the next move that you can do is actually very similar to your vacuum breaths, but you're going to add a different position to it. So you can kind of stand over something. I have like a little window sill here I can stand over. You can lean kind of on your counter. You want to kind of be in this position where you're putting some weight on your elbows or kind of on your front. Now in this position, you're going to do your inhale, exhale, pull everything in. And there's going to be a little bit more of a gravitational pull, and everything's going to have to work harder to come back. And in this position here, you can actually kind of feel those muscles working a little bit more. This is something that's so easy to do in the kitchen while you're waiting for dinner to cook, while the baby's just kind of playing. You can look at them on the floor, set them in a bouncer if they're in the high chair, and then you can just lean over and do at least 10 of these where you're kind of leaning on the counter, basically, is the easiest way to do it. And you're going to inhale, exhale, pull in right here and hold, 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 and then you can kind of release. And you're going to do at least 10 to 20 of those. And this is something that you want to do every morning after baby. Very, very important to healing those abs. Okay, so that's move number 2. Now we're going to get into the next move. This move is something that you can also do while standing, and we're going to add a little bit of balance this time. So you're going to do your same inhale and exhale. Pull in and balance as you hold. And lift that leg up. There we go. You're gonna do the same thing. Pull in, lift, and pull right there. As soon as you feel that leg lift, which I have trouble talking and balancing and holding at the same time, you're gonna feel an extra pull in here. These are just basically marching with your vacuum breaths. You can think of it that way. So you're gonna inhale, exhale, pull in, and you balance. Balance. Now adding the balance factor to it is going to help just really engage your core just a little bit more to help kind of activate those muscles and connect your mind back to them. All right, so that's 3 moves. Let's get on to another one. So now is where you can actually come down to the floor, and we're gonna do some ab work where you're lying on your back to help really help you pay attention to which abs you're engaging and how to do that. So you're gonna wanna lie on your back, and we're going to just do what's called pelvic tilts. Lay down, there we go. Then you're gonna wanna inhale, exhale, pull in right here. As you pull in here, tilt your pelvis up. Hold this on your exhale. Then you can inhale. As you inhale, you can relax back down this way. Then you're gonna exhale again. Tilt back up. This time you'll really feel all those ab muscles right in here, pulling in as long as you can, and then roll back as you inhale. Very simple. You can keep your hands here. I kind of like to feel what's going on to help myself remember that this is where I'm pulling in. Okay, moving on to our next exercises. These are what are called heel slides. So you're gonna actually do your pelvic tilt and hold right here, a little tilt. Slide your heel down, slide back up. Slide down, slide back up. The goal is to hold in here as you do this leg and then this leg. And then you can relax. You're gonna inhale, exhale, slide back in, slide back in, all while you feel that pull right there. You wanna do that at least 10 of those, which you do 1 on each side. Okay, then we're gonna move on to our last move, which is the bridge. You're gonna inhale, exhale, tilt up, and then push up all the way. Now at here, at the top, you wanna inhale, exhale, pull in and hold. So you're holding this position while your abs are in. Then you're gonna inhale one more time, exhale. Slowly come down. Very controlled movement. I'll go over it one more time. So you're gonna inhale, exhale, zip everything together, roll it in and push it up. At the top, you're gonna inhale, exhale, pull it in even more while holding yourself up. Then you're gonna inhale one more time, and exhale, and slowly go down to the bottom. Okay? There you have the most important ab work that you can do after baby. If you can start doing these immediately, as soon as you get home from the hospital and you start feeling okay, these are safe, functional moves that you can do right away to help encourage the strength and repair of your abs, so that way you can really decrease that gap in between your muscles faster than if you were not to do these exercises. So I hope you try them and get to it, and make sure you do it every morning. Consistency is going to be your success. If you only do these a couple times a week, it's not gonna work. You have to do it at least 4 to 5 times a week, especially in the beginning, because you need to remind those muscles and you need to practice with those muscles. That is the most important thing you can do. Even if you only choose one of the exercises, do it 5 days a week, because it will really help train those muscles to come back. And then you'll be